Happy Monday, Purple Hearts. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you had an amazing weekend. Welcome to the Recap episode number 36. Yes. I am your host. If you're new here, I am your host, Sexy Harlem 125. And this recap is about the questions of the day. I put up the questions of the day Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every week. And I come here on Sunday, or in this case, Monday, to recap those questions with you and give you my answer. Okay. Now, I'm going to start here. I done closed the window, but there's a lot of activity outside today. Okay. I don't know. Maybe because it's Monday. I don't know what's going on out there. But in any instance, if I ever say, please hold, I'm going on mute because I don't like for that noise to be in my live. I don't like it, So with that being said, I usually start off, hey Sonia J. How are ya? Happy Monday. I usually start off with what I did for the week. I didn't have too much to do, mostly paperwork. And then Saturday, I had to do something that required a lot of physical work. Okay, so I went on ahead and I did that. That's why I wasn't here yesterday, because I was simply exhausted. So that's why I'm here today instead of yesterday. When I come here, I want to be upbeat. I want to be able to laugh with y'all. I don't want to sound like a zombie or anything like that. I would like to be able to really speak and talk with y'all and laugh and all that shit. So, let me put this shade up right quick. Okay, more light on the situation. But the window is closed. I don't know how much that is going to do when it comes to the noise outside. Okay, so Saturday was a lot of physical work. And then I had to travel, had to do more physical work. So there it is. That was the whole thing. At least, now right now I'm sitting in a space of comfort. Now I can finish everything else that I had to do. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, the question of the day is today, and it is 4:00. So since I'm here, the question of the day is going to be late, okay? It's going to be late because I am here with you guys. So, Sonia J, I hope you are doing well. I hope this Monday treated you awesomely. I have a few things I'm going to have to do coming up in this, not near future, but going out this Thursday with a girlfriend. And then Let me see. If anyone is interested, Downton Abbey is going to have another series. This is the last one, supposedly. That's on the 10th. On the 16th, I have a lupus revisit appointment with my doctor. And let's see. On the 25th, that's infusion day. So that's going to be my month. At least now, I might have to do some more running around because I have to go back to Social Security in reference to this Social Security card and name change thing. So I'm going to squeeze that in there somewhere before the 25th. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I know Bluebell is just wondering what in the hee-haw is going on and why I didn't get there yet. I'm going to call her. Matter of fact, I'm going to call her later on today and tell her the whole story. And we'll talk. We have time to talk. So yeah, that's gonna be a whole thing. At least I have my appointment for the DMV next month. So I can go to Social Security before then, and they give you a temporary piece of paper, and I can take that with me to my appointment. That way, the Social Security card will be in the mail, and so will the Real ID card. This has been a whole ordeal for me all summer long. What did you do this summer? Oh, I went to try to get my Real ID and I fell down a rabbit hole. Ciao. Okay, so I'm not gonna hold y'all long because I start talking and holding us long, then they gonna start their mess. So this is the recap episode number 36. Let me set my thing up right here. Okay. So this is episode number 36. We are dealing with last week. 9193 and 9525. So let's start off with 91. The thought for that day was, if you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. If you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. Mm-hmm. I agree with that one because you have to have self-confidence for anything that you go after, anything that you do in life. You need self-confidence. If you don't have self-confidence, your ass gonna be stuck like Chuck, okay? Stuck like Chuck, looking crazy. Right? Okay, so now, and this question, we did this last week, we did it the week before, and we did it the week before that. It seems like ever since I started the recap, we have been doing this thing. Okay? Here's the question for that day. The question for 9125 is, how often do you laugh? How often do you laugh? We laugh all the time. Like right now, okay? Now in my real life, I laugh every single day. Okay? Every single day. I do my best to watch something that's going to make me laugh. This is what I'm talking about all the time, especially when we have traffic issues. Okay? They just add right on into it. So, how often do I laugh? Every single day. Laughing is good for the soul. It brings your blood pressure down. It brings your blood pressure down. I mean, I would think that laughter would make one happy. But it depends on what you're laughing at, though. You know what? I'm not even going to say that. Moving on. I've had some moments on here where I have laughed until I cried. You hear me? Laughed until I cried. Oh my God. Tears just rolling down my face. All right. Let's move on to Wednesday. Yeah, you get it. You get it. I know you get it. Let's move on to Wednesday, 9/3/25. The thought for that day was the power of positive thinking can change your life. Think positive. The power of positive thinking can change your life. Think positive. This goes along with the first one. When I said, if you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. These two match. What was, no, the power of positive thinking can change your life. Think positive. You need to think positive if you are going to go for whatever it is you want. You need to think positive. If you don't think positive, then you ain't going to get it. You can go get it. You have to have confidence in self and you have to think positive. No matter what it is. I don't care if you going to be a janitor. I don't care. What do you call a woman that's a janitor? I don't know. A janitoress? I don't know. I don't know. But whatever you're going to do, you have to have the confidence and the positivity on your side in order to do it, no matter what it is. You laughing at me? Well, I don't know what you call it. I mean, just cleaner doesn't sound good. You know, you call a man a janitor. What do you call a woman? I don't want to say maid. No, I don't want to say that because that is not. Let me move on because I'm just getting ready to go all the way down. No. We ain't doing that. Okay. So the question, you don't know either. Okay. The question for that day was, and I want you to answer this, Sonia J, since you in this chat right now. The question for that day was, what was the first responsibility your parents gave you as a child? Oh, no, you didn't, clean up woman. I'm busy reading the question. And you talking about clean up. Wait a minute. That's a record. We don't want that either. You see how we laughing right now? Okay. Whew. Now, did you hear the question, or do I have to read it again? Oh my God. I'm tearing up over here. See, this, no, we okay. I'm gonna read the question again. What was the first responsibility your parents gave you as a child? Now I want you to answer that question. Um oh, and the next thought goes along with what we're doing right now. The very first responsibility my mother gave me was washing the dishes. Okay. Now I have stood there and watched my mother wash dishes for the longest. So she decided it was my turn now. And I didn't do a very good job the first time around. But once I got the hang of it, it was gravy. Okay. I just hated washing pots. Oh my God. After that, the second responsibility I got was sweeping and mopping. No. Sweeping and mopping came after the bathroom. Doing the bathroom and then sweeping and mopping. You know, as us girls, the older we get, it seemed like the more responsibility we had. So, um, that was it for me. And then later on, I'll never forget this. My mother sent me to the post office when I was 14. She sent me to the post office to get a money order. Let's see. First responsibility, washing dishes at 5 years old, cleaning your room. Okay. Very good. Very good. Well, I don't know. I guess with some girls, it could be an obsession, and with some, it's not. I mean, as soon as I get out of my bed, I make it. Unless I'm changing sheets, as soon as I get out of my bed, I make it. Fluff pillows and everything. That has been a habit of mine since I was 10. Yeah. Yeah. Since I was 10 years old. As soon as I get out of my bed, I make it. And then I go and do everything else that, we do. And that's how I still am to this day. Once I get out of my bed, I make it. Okay. These three thoughts for last week match each other. And I didn't even realize that I had did this until now. Um, the thought for Friday, yes. The thought for Friday The thought for Friday, which is 9/5/25, which was the day before yesterday, which, excuse me, which was laughter is an instant vacation. Laughter is an instant vacation, and I agree with that because while you're laughing, you're thinking about what you're laughing at or about. And there's no room for the negative in that. That's the way I see that. There's no room for the negative in that. So, that was Friday's thought. Laughter is an instant vacation. Now here comes the question. The question for Friday was, if you had to pick one food to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? If Here we go. Just couldn't make it. Hold, please. Okay, I think that episode is over. Yeah, that is a hard question. And I tried to break it down in my mind as to um how long would it last? Would it perish? How soon would it perish? If you only gonna have one thing, how soon is it gonna perish? Um, how long can you keep it fresh? Can you eat it by itself? And is it healthy? So, one thing, right? One thing. So, you know what I thought about? I thought about what I like to eat, right? So, if you're gonna eat something for the rest of your life, you want to have a little bit of variety, right? You also want to be able to walk around with it. It has to be convenient some kind of way, right? So, you know what I thought about? Cheerios. That's one of my favorite cereals. Cheerios. Now, you know how some of these mothers are these days when they want to pack a snack for their child, if they gonna be out all day long, dry cereal. Yeah. And it comes in a lot of flavors. I think Cheerios has like 6 different flavors now, whereas there was only one for a long time. So that's my answer. That is my answer. Cheerios. If I had to eat it for the rest of my life, at least that way I could eat it either wet or dry. That's the versatility. Wet or dry. So when you say cereal, what you say? You have to have snacks too. No, no, no. In this question, in this realm with this question, you cannot have snacks too. The It's one thing, not a lot of things. I chose cereal. I just chose the right cereal. Well, you're right, but you're not. Because it's breakfast and a snack. You're right. I'm just gonna leave it there. You're right. Cheerios can be a snack. So are you telling me I'm getting a twofer? I'm getting a 2 for 1? Is that what you're saying? I'm getting a breakfast cereal and a snack. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Now I have to go because I have to take my recyclables out, and I have a lot. Okay, I have, let me see. What? I got some of that in my refrigerator right now. Yeah. I've been seeing people adding seasoning to it too. Now, I'm going to be honest. I might put a little bit of salt on my watermelon, but that's like only if it's not sweet. If it's not sweet, I'm not going to, you know, I'll put some salt on it. And it's not like a whole lot. It's just like a sprinkle of salt, you know. And that draws out the water, draws out the flavor. It's still not sweet, but hey, you know, so that's what I do with watermelon. But that's a good one. Only thing is, you'd be going to the bathroom a lot. You know, it's called watermelon. So up and down to the bathroom, up and down to the bathroom. Lord have mercy. I'm going to go because I have to do these recyclables and I don't want to be outside. When it gets dark, I want to be in my house when the sun goes down. Oh yeah, you be hydrating. You be hydrating. You will be. You right. You are absolutely right. You'll be hydrated. You will be one hydrated human being. Yes, you will. Oh my God. Sonia J, thank you for joining me. You are always here. You are always present, and I appreciate that. So, take great care. Oh my goodness. Let me type this first. You know, StreamYard has notes now. If you sign in the StreamYard and you are on your laptop, you got comments, banners, media assets, style, notes, people, and private chat. So they added notes now. I guess, you know, those notes are stuff that, you know, you can type in there, jot down so you won't forget. That was a good idea. That was a very good idea. All right, Sonia J. Take great care. Be blessed. Never stressed. And stay safe always. And I will be back this Sunday. Okay? This Sunday, I will definitely be back. I appreciate you for coming through. Thank you so much.